Hey guys, LessThanThreeMan here, and welcome to the Nut. Today I'm joined by my co-hosts JensenDale, Shengineer, and Ming. If you guys could say hello in order for us.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
All right, we are so glad to be here and glad to be back recording with you guys. We're gonna get into some gameplay.
Week 5. We got 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, first we got Django versus Shadow. Actually, yeah, we'll start here. That's fine. What you guys think about this matchup? Looking at preview.
I like Infernape and Ditto.
Yeah, Infernape and Ditto are cool.
And I met with this immediate revulsion to Boots Defog Scyther, but other than that,
Yeah.
both teams look pretty fun.
I'm
This is really a fun game.
People have been using it more and more, and they haven't stopped. So maybe there's something they're seeing that I'm not. I'm open to that possibility. It's probably not as bad as I make it out to be, but definitely kind of an older set that's starting to see a resurgence because hazard removal is dire, as it always has been.
I will say though, in this matchup specifically, versus Rhyperior as a rocker, who in and of itself is maybe a little bit rare. I feel like we don't really see Rhyperior so much as we used to. But it'll be a little harder for Scyther to keep rocks off versus that thing, since it, is it rock type?
Yeah. Interestingly, Rhyperior doesn't run rock moves a whole lot in this tier, but Scyther still can't touch it, and it gets ice punched or timber flared.
Yeah.
It's also got Duraludon to deal with. It also has a Articuno to abuse defog, so this Scyther is not looking too good here. But let's get into
It can
this.
still click U-turn.
It is quite fast though, which is nice.
Yeah, it's fast and click U-turn. All right, we see the Gligar into Rhyperior lead. Toxic.
Gligar. He's been
What do you think about that? You
yeah,
trade the
Gligar's
Toxic for
been
one,
the top
like,
usage mon, I think, so far.
It's cool to see more Gligar. Basically, yeah, as Ming was saying, basically trading the Gligar for the Toxic. I punched it
I
a
don't know how
million.
much I love that. I mean, Gligar was like a good guy to have, I think, but I guess not.
It's also
Helps for this guy.
Shadow's main normal resist, which is helpful against Meloetta. I'm not sure what the Duraludon spread is. Maybe it's got special defense CPs, but I mean the Gligar definitely important for checking his ape, I would say. But it's not his only check. He's got a fight resist with Scyther, and he's got Vaporeon. So
Looks like that ape revealed choice though after swapping out on the close combat, so that's interesting to note if you're Django.
It's kind of
go up.
it kind of has to be choice looking at the team. There's nothing else that could be a Scarf unless it's like Scarf Articuno, which is a little weird.
For sure. Oh, Scyther gets knocked here. That's tough. See the wing beat come out. We see a fog maybe. Alright, we do see that fog he reveals.
We've got
He is
the
the set.
interesting dynamic of defog into competitive Articuno, but you also have a Ditto in the back. She give him a boost, but you can also abuse the same boost. But it's a little tricky to navigate sometimes.
yep.
Yeah, absolutely. See the copper come in.
Amazing
Expert
scout there by
predicting the
Django.
Piper,
Yeah.
predicting that Terra Blast. Really good stuff. It's a shame that this dual wing beat doesn't do the job, so you have to give up your Scyther and effectively removal. But I mean, this is what you were saying earlier about Ditto coming in. Now you still have like a vaguely threatening +2 Articuno staring you down.
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, Air Slash doing it. Oh, the flinch!
The flinch.
Tragedy for Shadow. But then again, Air Slash only has 5 PP, and that's 3 Air Slash right there, so.
And there's a
Yeah, they're just
Rhyperior,
gonna have to stall it out here.
but it does a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice this before. It wasn't lefties. Just that berry? Probably then.
That or AV.
Or AV, yeah. True. It did reveal Ice
I
Punch.
feel like-
And it does have Rock Move, so
It's
definitely could be.
It's 30 a lot for AV. I guess it's +2.
See people running AV without special defense invest, and I feel like that's definitely wrong. I think you'd want to put split FEVs if you're running
Yeah.
AV. But that might be what's going on here.
A big
Plus,
turn.
it is a
We see
+2 Articuno Galar, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shadow removed Django Scarfer, so now that Ape is uncontested fastest thing on the field. That's interesting.
Is this speed side?
No, it's Scarf Ape, and he took off the
Yeah.
Django's Ditto Scarf, so his
The
Ape is always going to be fastest now.
the ape and the Ditto ape speed tied, and he knocked off this Scarf. Shadow did.
It was a speed side, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it copied it, and they were just both Scarf.
Which is, vaguely threatening because it's like, you don't have a fighting resist exactly anymore. You have knockoff, you have U-turn for good utility options still. Yeah, Sylveon can come in now.
Yeah.
Mello comes in to answer that.
Melo's a big threat here, but Django is low on resources, for sure.
Yeah, it's a big threat, but it's also his only remaining threat, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see Ape, do we just see trade for knockoff? No, okay, we go into... That's a good play.
It's for U-turn every
that's a
time,
great
yeah. It's good damage.
Sylve comes in, not really worried about Blitz killing that, so you can get a wish up and your Sylve is back in the fray now. Or Serena. Yeah, same diff.
Yeah, Serena kind of wins the war of attrition with Copper. It doesn't do it fast, but, it just has healing and Copper doesn't.
For sure.
This is going to be a bit of a funny exchange now. This non-scarf Ditto Serena mirror. Where they both just kind of sit there, hit each other, click synthesis every so often.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Django should have to switch out first, just Ditto's, I think, inferior HP stat, and also Serena... Like, the Serena proper having 8 synth versus Ditto locked it at 5, but...
He's going to take this opportunity to waste as much PP as possible. From
I don't like that early synth. Especially in a mirror like this, I feel like you should just wait until you're maybe close to that 50% mark and just get the most out of your HP, right? But Shadow does have some PP to burn if he wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ditto has less PP, but if Ditto comes out and comes back in, of course it resets. So if he needs to...
You gotta switch something into the SAR, though, which is like, okay, what are we... what wants to come in on knock?
Yeah, you probably switch Copper in on a best turn you can and then go back to Ditto kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where are we at here?
That's like one simple, and you're running out of... Yeah. We're going to see something come in on this knockoff, whether it's that Mellow or it's the Copper. Both are like to keep their items if at all possible.
I think Copper was knocked off earlier, I think. If I'm not mistaken. But it doesn't do anything back.
That was a nice ape in too. Then you just get the Flare Blitz off. Cool. Yeah, you trade damage for this Mellow. Also cool. And then... What, just Sylveon ends the game, probably?
Yep. That is definitely specs.
Mm-hmm. Shaman only does 45, though. You need, kind of like a... You would have needed a crit there to stay in it. Even now, I don't think a crit would do it anymore. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's the awkward situation of Sylveon can eat the Hyper Voices and Serena can probably eat the Psyshocks, so you can't really lock either one comfortably. Just too many resources, or too few resources.
Yeah, for sure.
On Django's side. Ditto comes back in, copies some boosts, but
yeah, unfortunately, without lefties, you're not really going to be able to heal outside of that second Hyper Voice range, and now he should be Jove.
Yeah.
Yep. If he waits for after Mellow dies, Django probably still loses due to the inferior HP stat and again that PP.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All about the PP.
Yeah. Good game. Close game. A lot about managing resources.
Another L for Defog Scyther.
Hey.
It's really cool to see.
Leave my boy alone.
It's really cool to see Rhyperior put in a lot of work. That Ice Punch early, actually, I think was probably pretty big. It made Inferno harder to
for sure.
swap it.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
For sure. All right, moving on to our next game. We've got Tony versus Taka.
Yes! I love this game. This is
the whole reason Ming wanted to come on.
Switch the viewpoint. No spoilers, but...
All right.
Yes! Let me tell you, if you haven't seen, not viewers, if you have not seen this replay, you're in for a treat.
A little bit of lore. This game is the whole reason Ming joined the nut here. He wanted to talk about this game. He wanted to try hype it up. So We're gonna let him
It's a
get
great
away on
game.
this
This
one.
is very reminiscent of a certain RU Cup game from last year between one Fiend and one Guille. Chat, if you care enough about... You know what? Well, I'll save that for later. Let's just get into this. This is a great game.
Interesting teams at preview. Taka's got some interesting defensive choices. Like those two you don't see very often. Tony seems kind of neat, but we'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by the Alolan Sandslash, this is a team made by Ninja originally. It was one of his many teams. I think he used.
Oh, wait,
mostly
chat. The big things are happening. Big things are happening, chat. What did that Rhyperior just click? Not the setup move you might think. That is a rock polishing Rhyperior. And you see nasty plotted, and that's like cool, but like, yeah, I'm a Rhyperior.
Yeah.
Baby, let's go.
It makes sense with webs. Rhyperior's not really fast enough without it, but
Well, we'll see.
Okay, and then we see big Swords Dance coming out. Draining Kiss bounces
World's
off
weakest
that
Draining
Rhyperior,
Kiss.
hard body. Stone Edge,
It's dead.
100%. Why? This guy's gone. Hey, look at Taka's rock resist, man. What's happening? Belly Bolt Terras in order to lower that attack one stage with Chilling Water. Cool. But you still don't have a rock resist. And guess what type the Rhyperior has stab with? That Decidueye? No! +1 Stone Edge. Goodbye. Get off my screen. Incineroar? Okay, alright, I'm in neutral. Too bad that doesn't matter, Earthquake. Maybe that would have mattered for the Decidueye, but then the question is, what would that Decidueye even do to this Rhyperior? Just let's set up again. Oh, yes!
This Rhyperior that ends the game at 91%.
Taka did
Taka did a net 9% damage.
9%.
Taka, I love you. No, Taka, I love you. You're a great guy. But this was one. I loved watching this game live. It was so good. As soon as the Rhyperior clicked rock polish, I was like, "Oh baby, some nefarious shit's about to happen."
You love to see it.
Before we move on, I also want to add. I was saying this is a Ninja team, as you can see by the yellow slash. But he said that it was a team that I think he loaded it for something in circuit. He built it, immediately lost with it, and discarded it from his builder. But when Taka's teammates were looking through replays, trying to find teams to recycle, they're like, "Oh, hey, Ninja used this team. It can't be that bad."
And it was.
This is a Ninja team. It is not Ninja endorsed. I'll give him slack on that. It's not his fault that Taka brought this. All right.
This is a classic "do what I say and not what I do" moment. Yeah, they probably maybe should have asked Ninja's opinion before ripping this squad. I'm sure he would have been more than happy to give it, but yeah, that is unfortunate for Taka. But it did yield a very entertaining replay.
For sure.
Definitely. Yeah, I think Ninja is the last Alola Slash stand in existence in SVNU. All right, moving on. We've got our next game. We've got Shengineer.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, what a nerd. I think I sucks.
Hey.
Sorry. Look at Shengineer versus BigFatMantis.
Look, I think you've just had enough of me challenging you to this format in preparation for this week.
Please.
I forgive you for any ill will you hold towards me. Okay. Towards me and towards GSCNU.
Nah, I mean you're chill. It's not my tier, but it's a cool tier.
Yeah, but I actually want to see Jensen's perspective and narration of this game.
Yeah, I made sure to not watch too much of it. Just so I watched a little bit of it live, but I made sure to not watch too much of it because I had a feeling you'd try to put this on the net. So
I thought it was a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there are some good games this week, of course, but yeah, let's hop right into this game. Okay, interesting lead. Viro's not really had much good usage recently, and Artillery is also one of the strongest leads in the game because of its high special attack, but Chencha is interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna go double-edge 2 KO there, so I popped the rest, but he made the double.
Pretty well. Yeah.
And the spikes are up.
Yeah. This already looks pretty tough for you, actually, especially with the shock. I mean, you have Artillery to handle the shock, but also you got Chenchao. I'm
The
just. I
Shuckle
don't think.
spikes. I want to say that seems a bit interesting. You usually see Shuckle just on pure stall, which may usually drop spikes.
Yeah.
But we've seen a slight uptick. I believe Soup as well used Shuckle on a spikes team with Ghastly too. This is looking reminiscent of that Soup team.
I think it also is reminiscent of your old Shuckle team, where it's not really a spikes team, but at the same time, it's a much faster paced team than we usually see on these Shuckle stalls.
My triple rock team, yeah, that one's not very good. I'm not using that again.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
It was certainly innovative, though. That's one word you could call it. But important note there is I stayed in with Pineco to predict the thief from Ghastly. Making sure my Rapidash doesn't lose its leftovers, as my poor artillery has. So.
Yeah. Is that why you're also attacking on Rapidash with Fire Blast?
Yeah, that crucial not getting thiefed on Rapidash will pay dividends later in the game as well. We'll see that.
Yeah. Okay, so you missed the Thunder. You're gonna get a para here? No, you're not. Okay.
So there's a threat of Boom here. Figure, he's already lost his lefties.
Yeah. I mean, Artillery also really helps the Shuckle, so you kind of need to keep its health pretty high. But it's just hard to break through this Chinchou too. Like the Chinchou Shuckle I've played against this NUCL, it's just a really difficult core to kind of break through, even if you have the tools necessary to break through it. Of course, this BFM's team is a little bit less tanky because it's got a Pineco and a Ghastly. Pineco's of course really tanking to physical damage, but when you go to he called out your Boom too. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I got no more spin, no more way to reset spikes. So it's really crucial that I
but you do have the crit on command. Look at that.
Yeah, I needed the crit, so I manifested it, basically.
Yeah. It does not feel good being on the other side of that crit, I can tell you that right now. But that is a huge piece lost for BF. Almost like a game losing. Because you see like the Primeape and the Weezing right there. It's really tough.
Weezing, I see Rapidash going crazy in the cut right now. See how much that double edge did? That Chinchou was not a switch.
Yeah, it's not a very good Rapidash check because of its support Fizz Def.
Chinchou, it's got kind of awful stats, but being water electric type is really nice. It kind of makes up for it. That's why it's not bad, because it's good into water types, because it resists and then it has the stab thunder.
Yeah. But that's why he was saying it's so good paired with the Shuckle, because one of its primary weaknesses is water types, and Chinchou's entire niche is just dunking on the water types.
Yeah.
Fortunate pair there lets me go for another Thunder. I miss, but I'm lucky enough to see the full para as well.
Fair trade.
You manifested it, remember?
Yeah.
You're manifesting all of this.
I did manifest it, so I could just Boom here, but I figure Weezing could be useful later, so I sack off Artillery.
Yeah.
Given that there's no more Shuckle to take down and Chinchou is alive and well.
How much HP is on Rapidash right here?
26, so it's gonna need a safe in if it wants to heal up.
Did you think about putting Rapidash in after you sacked the Artillery to rest it up, or no?
What was that against? Was that against Satu?
I think it was against Satu, yeah.
It might have been that might have been a good play, yeah.
Just seems a little safer. Either way was fine though, to be honest.
Primeape gets boomed. I'm feeling okay about that. It wasn't great into Firo or Zatu, although it was my best way at breaking Chinchou.
That was my concern watching this, was when the Primeape went down, is that Chinchou was going to be awkward with low health Rapidash and...
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Weezing can kind of do it.
And so I really value Weezing's HP here. So while Zatu into Chinchou is not a great matchup, I just choose to keep it in anyways. Just fire off some hits.
Might have caught Mantis by surprise there.
I don't know how I feel about the Spear double edge right there. Maybe he could have rested up, but I don't know.
And it's the same story here. I just want to get as much chip as I can on this Chinchou. I'd almost rather it KO'd me there than resting.
Yeah, you just want to get as low as you can. You're trading Zatu for health.
A fortunate dodge there as well.
You also get a lot of lefties HP off on the Zato as well, which is...
Yeah, we might be out of Thunder range here soon. I don't know the exact role.
I think it's after this lefties HP, it's gonna be out of Thunder range. Ooh.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Unless you roll like a Surf here, which... Oh no, missed Thunder.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much GG right there.
Poor
Yeah, that's
Chincho.
rough.
If you win the speed tie here, that's pretty much GG at least, but...
Looking for the rest. Okay.
Rest, 2 more HPs.
How long has your Zato been out just clicking attacks?
A
It's
while.
been like 20 turns, honestly.
Yeah.
I know what
Now
it
it
does.
goes down.
It just
Yeah, Rapid Dash just cleans here.
just
But yeah, I just wanted to call back to that earlier part in the game where I kept the lefties on Rapidash. Yeah, basically, that's what made the difference here between winning and losing.
yeah. So when-
Definitely. That's really good vision on your part. I definitely would not have made that type of play in that situation. Just saying. Like, I don't think I would have thought that far ahead. At least like when I saw the Ghastly, I would have been like, "Whoa, it's Ghastly." You know, I like that Pokemon.
I mean, I identified pretty early that Rapidash was probably like pretty key because Chinchou was a pretty flimsy check, so I just wanted to play extra careful with it.
yeah.
Very smart.
I want to bring up the Shuckle again, mostly because I
Sure.
saw it click Defense Curl. And
Uh-huh.
what? Why?
So the reason why it clicks Defense Curl is because it has for GSC, if you go up past like 1024 on defense, then what ends up happening is it overflows your defense, and then you end up dying to any physical attack if it overflows. So you don't want to overflow too high, and on top of that, Defense Curl also has a lot of PP for the stall matchup, which is really useful for Shuckle to just kind of waste turns away.
Okay, so it doesn't actually do anything besides be a high PP move to burn.
It also
High PP
powers
move
up
to burn,
rollout,
and
sometimes it
and
runs
powers
rollout.
up rollout. Yeah, if you're running rollout, it powers that up too. I should have put that in.
And like the defense boost, it helps you check like cursed normals as well. It's kind of its
Yeah.
other main niche.
That's and the curse normals, some of them also hate toxic like Porygon, so it works really well to the curse normals for that reason.
Which are
I see.
crazy good in this
And then
tier.
of course that crit was very bad, but such is life.
Yeah, that pretty much put me on the track to winning the crit against Shuckle.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, looking at his team, his Rapidash answer was Shuckle. He's got the frail.
Yeah.
This is honestly a pretty frail team with these three, and then a Shuckle.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
surprising because
Firo and Zato aren't exactly bulky either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Firo, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very extreme. Like, super frail.
Yeah. I think Shuckle definitely
Shuckle.
works on a team like this. It just seems kind of strange at first glance.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool structure. Moving on, we've got Shiloh, DDJoe.
Oh, this was a great game. This was a very fun game to watch. Shiloh brought a really, really interesting team that we'll see like revealed slowly. But yeah, this was very nice.
We'll get right into it. See, Pidgeot into Plusle. Not what you just want to see if you're Shiloh. Which is a Rose in the back.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Rose in this tier? I kind of
I
hate
think
it.
it's alright.
I kind of hate it still.
It's pretty mid, which is like fine. I don't I have no strong opinions one way or the other,
Yeah, it's definitely not unusable or anything, but it's I'm kind of a hater.
In the void of Glalie, any guy who can get you spikes is someone to consider, and that's definitely something Rose gets you as well.
Rose is as good as a spiker, but it just feels kind of forced to me in the meta at the moment. I don't know if that makes sense, but
It does. It's because Bellossom is so much better, but it doesn't have spikes.
yeah.
We see Roar bring out Drunk Bloke. We see Sableye revealed.
Here's probably the best spiker, people are saying. Cacturn.
Yeah.
My favorite
Yeah,
spiker.
for sure.
Yeah, he's got a lot of. He's like a lot more offensive than Rose, I would say. Encore is a really great
Bang
move.
comes out.
Yeah,
Beats
Psychic
that
Community is
double
great.
Yeah.
And then Matang the last one here, gonna be DDJoe's bird check. Basically, every team's got to have one of those.
Yep. You need one.
And he's trying to toxic stall this Wailord, but it pulls out the Rest. And so we've seen Roar and Rest. We can assume this is just Surf Rest talk.
Yeah.
So very annoying shuffler, bulky whale. On the bright side, it only has Surf to do damage.
Yeah, but it's so
Oh.
fat.
Wait, doesn't that mean Cacturn can just come in and get up all its spikes for free? Or I guess in this case, Shiloh or DDJoe decided, okay, Haunter getting some T-Bolt chip is more worth it.
Yep.
Here we see the pros come out now.
It can't.
Powder.
Here we see the technology. It's also Sub Hunter.
Ooh, on the stunts where that's really clutch.
Yeah, it's nice.
No lefties, so you can assume probably some sort of boosting berry.
So
Bias a lag.
the thing is, you see, Rose takes a lot more than Bellossom would. Bellossom kind of laughs off these moves, and Rose is much more threatened by it, especially because it's also weak to psychic.
Yeah, that poison is much more of a hindrance than it is a help when it comes to checking the tier special attackers.
Yeah, which Rose kind of goes more fizz def to check this kind of Chan kind of, but
Right.
we see all of Shiloh's team. It's pretty bulky in the Pidgeot.
Yeah. Pidgeot spikes. Solid recipe. And we see the Encore there with very fast Cacturn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love fast Encore Cacturn.
There's layer 2.
Pidgeot comes out as DDJoe gets that opportunity to get a second spike up. This Metang is getting chipped down though. I mean, you can't really, yeah. Shiloh can just decide to take his KO here.
Yeah, that's the thing about Pidgeot compared to some of the other birds is it's double edged, still does good damage to Metang, whereas like Drill Peck, you know, from Crow or whatever, is not doing too much.
Yeah, it's just an absolute nuke.
It is. It's got like the least defensive utility, but it's a nuke.
Cacturn comes out. Cacturn runs like dark moves, right? It has like HP dark or
Yeah, this one's running HP Dark,
Yeah,
and it's common.
HP Darker. I think it has Feint Attack if you want a different hidden power.
Yeah, he probably could have clicked HP Dark when it was in there against Chime, to cover the switch as well as just hit Chime.
But that's a nice
I
route.
understand the Encore.
Yeah.
You see the sub come out here, and you're right, it is a Pitaya Berry.
Nice. An HP Fire to hit this is really good. Other interesting thing, we've seen this Cacturn come in on Chime a couple times and it's dodged. But we assume Chime has hidden power, fire, right? Which
Yeah.
does a good chunk on the way in. So let's dodge those. But we see this Haunter putting in a little bit of work here.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
There it is.
Okay, well no, yeah, he got it there on the swap. I was gonna say like, Calm Minding, baiting the Encore a few times is cool, but
Voice Band,
HP
HP Ghost.
Great Hitmonchan for
Crazy
that,
hard.
really cool. This does open up
And
Haunter a bit
now we're gonna
more.
see, the Haunter checks are really starting to fall.
Yeah.
Sableye out here. Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball. Wow, that really bounces off Pelipper. Wow.
Yeah. It's
Remember,
physical.
Ghost type is
Because of
physical
that,
in this
yeah, Pelly
generation.
can take some time, put up a sub. I don't know how common. Well, it kind of looks like DDJoe is kind of just on like a sub spam type team, but I don't know how common sub Pelly is by itself.
I think sub is just my favorite move, and I didn't build this team, so it just so happens to be sub spam.
Yeah,
I think that explains what happened.
It's really fun and
This monster comes in, it's still a big threat.
It gets
Nice
toxic on
toxic.
Pelly, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Really nice toxic.
Yeah. Sable's kind of the last.
Big pump hit. Yeah, no, Sableye
87
is like guy who needs to win the game for Shiloh at this point. I feel.
87 is so much. That's definitely like full fizz def Sableye.
Yeah.
Shiloh's probably thinking that when Pelly revealed sub, it was like a sub-toxic, more bulky Pelipper, and not offensive sub. So he probably wasn't.
Max Modest
Pause
right
the game.
there.
Pause the game. Wait. Pause the game. What? Go back and turn again. That Pidgeot was faster.
All right, yeah. This is actually a bulky Plusle, a very slow and bulky Plusle. So even from turn 1, it was slower than this Pidgeot, but I mean, you would always assume it's max speed, right?
I didn't
So,
even notice that the first time around that the Pidgeot was faster than Puzzle. Wow.
But here, DDJoe's plan is quite simple. Just try to keep the Sableye as shipped as possible for when your Pelipper comes in, and then land the pump.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Will he land this pump?
This Pelly has hit, what, 2 pumps before now?
Yep, there's his third.
Perfect. 3 for 3.
Nice. Yeah.
Pelipper got them glasses on.
Pelipper hitting.
Ooh, I think it stole Lucas's Tornadus glasses. That guy missed a lot of moves.
Dude, I love Torns,
Yeah,
but it's always a letdown.
That was good stuff from DDJoe. Especially with some of the way he played his plus. I mean, no sane person is gonna like stay in with the Pidgeot turn 1 versus the Plusle you have no info on to double edge, right? But I mean, hey, that's
Can I spill some more tech for you with that Plusle?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
So it's very bulky. It was EV to survive a Giga Drain from Blossom, actually, with the substitute. So it could do the same with Roselia, I think. I'm not sure if it ever had to, but so it tanks, and then it also has Toxic as a way to pressure said Blossom. And that's why we've paired it here with the Haunter and Pelipper, both of which really appreciate weakening those bulky grasses like Bellow.
Yeah, neat
Yeah.
stuff.
That was kind of the idea of this team.
Can't Toxic Rose teams instead, but
No, you can't. But you could just pass this up to something else that will kill the Rose, which is fine.
Yeah, as past the Haunter, past the Metang, both of those
Right.
would work. But yeah, no, that was really good stuff. Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I've never really seen super slow hustle. Is that something that like happens?
It's not a thing. I just kind of made it up.
Yeah, I mean that was dang. That was crazy. I don't think the Plusle ever even really took a hit proper too, so it's not before the Pidgeot aerial ace, so I don't even know if Shiloh would have had the opportunity to.
Yeah,
I
tested it a little bit against Bughouse, and he's like, dude, Minden just does the same thing but better. I'm like, well, on paper, yes, but in practice, Minden gives away that you're not using a normal Plusle.
yeah.
But if you just bring bulky Plusle, they don't know what it's doing. They assume it's going to be more offensive. So I think the value of that hidden information is more valuable than just the stats that you would get otherwise.
Sure.
Cool to see it.
Sure.
Really cool to see the offensive Hydro Pump Pelipper clutch. Again, kind of. I'm assuming Shiloh thought it was not offensive, and Sableye took too much, and that really clutched the game here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to our next game, we have, speaking of Bughouse, we have Bughouse Finch, Black White, probably the biggest names in Black White at the moment.
We're gonna get plenty of Black White moments in this one. I remember this game. I have a bunch of Black White moments here.
This was probably like my highlight matchup of the week, like the one I wanted to be there to see, just because Bughouse on my team. I know Finch pretty well, and on top of that, 2 huge names in just the Black and White lower tiers in general. So, and I knew both of them were going to bring some good stuff. So, happy to see these two were able to face off.
Yeah.
Speaking of bringing good stuff, what the heck's going on with Bughouse's team? They have a Natu, a Bronzor, Momola. Is this Skunk Tank Stall? What's going on here?
Very fat from Bughouse. Very fat.
Bronzor is definitely an interesting pick. I haven't seen that guy outside of EU, basically, like ever.
I mean, to give him credit, it looks good into the Pablos line. Resist its crazy coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's probably okay into this.
Yeah,
I don't know if it does enough damage back, but let's get into this here. It takes hits.
Got the Natsu lead off rip in the Missy, not great, obviously. Missy trick and cripples that Bronzor for the rest of the game. So yeah, congrats, Pablos Wine, you've been opened up.
Kinda.
There is a fish in the way.
A big old fish.
That was a great aloe into Natu.
Reflect.
To get to reflect that. Okay. Not that matters. Finch is like, yeah, crit on command. Let's go.
You hate to
You
see
see
it.
the skunk comes in. Milo. Oh, that crunch does it. And the defense drop. Yeah. Okay. That.
Is that banned?
They mentioned this in chat too. They're like, yeah, this probably evens out hacks wise. The black
Yeah.
moments early on. And this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what black-white is. It's just black-white moment after black-white moment.
Yeah.
His guard plus 1,000, which is interesting. We'll see how Bughouse decides to deal with that. And it's alt. Okay. Perish Song. Okay.
Yeah. For SV players, it does not have Wisp yet. Although,
man.
this could have guts anyways.
Any.
Yeah, it has guts anyways, but...
You instantly explode into guts boosted paybags. But yeah, Perish Song, very cool.
Yeah, Roost, it'll be able to stall out that girder. Game's looking pretty good for Bug here. That Nature Power Earthquake does not even 2-hit KO. Yeah.
And
gets the poison.
Takes it down.
And Rocks up, Spikes up. It's going to be real tough to rally this back. You really have to try and play this game without a ton of switching, considering you have 3 guys on the ground right now. So, see Natu bend here after a little pain split action. Pain split on guard. So cool. Giving that guy just a way to get HP back is very, very sick design choices. We see some spikes go up at this point, or just hitting things.
Yeah, no, gonna heal the garb.
that was a great decision from Bughouse, kind of making the call. Okay, this Garbodors will do the dance that they always do.
Get the black white and
at each other, and spikes up. This Bronzer, which did get, don't forget, still has a choice scarf on it. But that won't like do anything. It'll still be able to 1v1 the Scarbo.
Yeah, it's doing its job.
And then the question is, what does Finch send in next to get some progress going now that Garbo's basically, or I'm sorry, that Bronzer is basically gone.
People are also asking, what the heck is Psywave? It's basically a scuffed version of Seismic Toss. It does
better Seismic Toss if you're good at the game.
If you're lucky,
if you get skilled rolls, then it's better.
Yeah, it has a range. It can roll from 50 to 150 damage, compared to Seismic Toss, which is always locked at 100. So, interesting stuff. Missy comes in, hits the trick, takes off the lefties from alt, which is nice.
But losing its own Eviolite that it stole in the process.
Yeah, you were never really planning on playing this one with Eviolite anyway. Great Destiny Bond. The alt goes down, and now we just have Serp and a Dream.
Yeah,
Although Serp and a Dream has won many games, so you never know.
It's
this time, however, with that poison, sad to say, probably not so lucky.
Also notice it's Sludge Bomb and not like Gunk Shot. Gunk would have just killed there if it hit.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Finch.
Without that poison, I think. Maybe Sucker Punch from Skunk probably stops Serp from sweeping outright, but I don't know. The poison.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure the Skunk is choiced. So if you went for that, just based off the damage it did to that Pylo, 40 is a ton. But yeah, if you were able to get this to lock into Sucker Punch to try and KO that Serp, that's just free setup for Girder, and then Girder could very well just win the game, which now you don't have to do that. It could lock into Poison Jab, does damage to the Girder, forces the Aftermath onto it, and then Aloe comes in very easy KO with Scald. So even that last bit of Fortune was very important, getting that poison off. So
yeah. I think Finch, like I said, was probably playing towards the miss, but it turned out to be Sludge Bomb and get a poison. So it worked out for Bughouse.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he knew it was Sludge Bomb, right? It attacked the shift tree, so already.
My bad. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
We don't get the 05 Bughouse.
But it's not like that changes the play, right? I think you always have to go into that Serp first. You can't really afford to Girder in that situation. Black-white moments all over the place. This is kind of the theme of this generation. The black-white moment is omnipresent, regardless of if it's OU, UU, RU, NU. It's just everywhere.
It's black-white. We see like Shen was saying, we see Bughouse on the board. Yeah, he's been having a pretty rough tour. I believe it is his first win, right?
Yep.
You love to see it, and arguably the biggest game probably possible.
This is a highlight. Absolute.
Yeah. Cool to see. All right, moving on. We have With the BeatsBlack game, who was Timothy Shillman again? Who's all was that? I forget.
This Expulso.
Expulso. Okay.
This was a very good game. This is a very good game.
Yes, I love this tier, but I have not watched this one yet.
We see some pretty cool tech getting thrown around this game.
You see Tauros often with Toxic in the lead slot to kind of bait and chip down Regirock. I'm assuming BeatsBlack got something in the back to abuse a weakened Regirock.
Well, it's got lefties. I just kind of noticed that.
Oh, this?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's
from both sides, yeah.
Tauros is subtoxic. Subtoxic
Yeah, but
return earthquake usually.
Is
That is a
that?
scar. No, not. It's usually still fast, but that might be Scarf Shift Tree, which would be a little bit like surprising.
I'm thinking about the item. I'm saying, was it Sash Tauros? Because it wasn't lefties. It wasn't.
I thought you said it was. I misheard you.
Maybe it's like Lychee Berry or something. I don't know, man.
It might be.
Or Chople.
With Toxic. That's
Chopple's good.
Yeah, maybe Chople makes sense actually. So you can maybe just do something versus like a lead Chan or something maybe. I don't know. Hard to say.
It's good. It's good for a lot of things. Chopple's a good item on it.
Cradley's coming in. This Magneton is kind of switching in with Reckless Abandon, which is kind of crazy. You don't know this Cradley doesn't have Earthquake. But yeah, I guess Expulso just hard calling. It's like, if you have it, you have it. But I'm saying that you don't.
It doesn't always run it. It can run it, so you do have to be careful of it. But it doesn't always. A lot of times it's got dual stab or just solo rock move.
Yeah,
and
for
like,
sure.
And like,
what a spit after. What a spit after drop.
Looking at
I
BeatsBlack.
kind of doubt. Yeah.
So looking at BeatsBlack's team, this Magneton looks incredible. Cradalee's really hard to break on the special side, but Magneton is one of the few things that can do it. So you love to see Cradalea as Expulso here.
Oh, Scarf main. That's pretty cool.
Yep. It gets switcheroo, so it can ditch that scarf whenever it wants.
Yeah, who knows? We might see that later. But anyway, now that Expulso's confirmed that Scarf, Slowking's free to switch in as it was locked into Fire move. And now we do this whole Cradalea Magneton dance again. Except now there's full team knowledge on BeatsBlack team. You see, what is that? HP ground come out from the Magneton?
It's usually ground.
This main come in. This main hit the switcheroo like you mentioned, Shenj. Now this Blim is faster. And it debombs for the sauce, claiming that main with it, and now it's the Magneton Cradalea. We already kind of established this guy doesn't have Earthquake, so can't really touch the Magneton, and it'll eventually just get just Flash Cannon down. If the spit F drop didn't happen there, it would happen eventually. Yeah. Stuff to be noted.
Cool game.
But yeah, a couple of really cool things I wanted to just kind of highlight about this game specifically. The boom spam was really nice. It's not like BeatsBlack team was super weak to I guess Magneton clicking Flash Cannon on. I mean, it kind of was though. It's like your Steel Resist or Slowking, and then Magnetric Scarf. You obviously don't want to be tossing that in willy-nilly. Same thing with Slowking. You don't know what this Magneton is. If it's like choiced, then you can like kind of care less. But you don't know if it's choiced. It never kind of was in a situation to reveal if it's Scarf or Specs or whatever. Based on the damage, I don't think it was Specs, but maybe it was like double Scarf or something. Hard to say. Actually, what do y'all think this Magneton was? Because I know after the game there was a little bit of speculation about it. It's like, oh, was this like a double Scarf team with Scarf Shift Tree and Scarf Magnet? But I don't really know if that's a DP. I don't know if that's a thing.
It's hard to say. A lot of them, most common set is Scarf or like sub lefties. But of course it's not leftovers, so it's probably not sub. It could be any number of berries. But you do love, this Magneton just has such an incredible matchup into BeatsBlack's team here. Obviously it takes on Slowking, it takes on Cradalea. Nidoking doesn't love taking flash cannons. Magnetric doesn't love locking into electric moves and getting punished after. And he's got ways to revenge it, but it's really hard for him to switch into it. So we see an incredible Magnuson matchup here, which is neat. It's a good mon. Hey, the closing thoughts before we moved on to our last game.
No?
The Destiny Bond is really cool. The Destiny Bond is very cool.
Destiny Bond was cool.
Alright. Here, we got some Sun and Moon. Prodigy Hacker versus... Who is this? People always playing on alts. I don't know who they are. Is this Jisoo?
This Emforbes.
No,
Emforbes.
Oh, it's Emforbes. Okay.
Yeah, you would think like the manager would know like who his teammate is playing, you know?
I just know he's winning, dude. I don't care. Who
Both these guys brought the
I'm just kidding.
The Guzzlord's fire combat. Pretty interesting.
Part of that joke is I'm on the same team, so I should know it too.
You're not manager though, so.
No.
Anyways,
sure.
we see a Spikes versus Spikes matchup. Hacker pioneering his new Hacker Spikes archetype. Definitely never seen before by anywhere else.
Also notably destroyed by... I saw people talking about that. They were like, "Oh, this team is destroyed by Glalie," and looking at it, yeah, it kind of is.
That's just like people saying teams are destroyed by Chandelier and SV. It's just how it is, you know. You just accept it.
It is hard to find very consistent counterplayers.
But I mean, I guess the notable thing I would point out about Hacker's team is it's not very fast aside from the Aerodactyl, so it could be vulnerable to some breakers that.
Yeah, especially.
Luckily, it seems that our opponent does not have it this week, but
yeah,
does have a Delphox, which we'll see very soon has very interesting technology.
I think that is kind of just like a SMNU thing. I've noticed a lot of these teams and rely on just like fast mount arrow a lot of the time for some speed control purposes. Emforbes has like a very similar structure actually. Now that I look at it,
what happened to all the Scarf Togue, dude? Toga tomorrow is that dead?
I don't know.
I thought that was like the meta. I don't know much about the meta, but dang, okay.
I'm not qualified to answer that question, but let's get started.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
I'm just saying, Abomasnow into both these teams would freaking farm, bruh.
Alright,
pause here. Oh. We are ready.
Oh, well.
Just let it happen.
He gets twinked.
He gets twinked. So that removes the Guzz.
Yeah,
100%. Actually, dropping the goddamn.
Yeah, he is down. Well, he gets the kill at Delphox, but he's down 5-6 turn 2. Luckily, they just give us Delphox for some reason. Maybe because it's not so important anymore. But
yeah, I mean, Delphox maybe could have been nice. I mean, fire move plus if it was Grass Knot, it would have been nice, but it showed Twinkle Tackle, so it's dazzling.
Probably not then.
I don't know if you have room on the set for that.
Yeah, but one might also assume that it was before you saw the Z move. You could assume that it's like Scarf, right? Because of that speed control thing. And so someone in NU Cord was like, I would scout here and scout for the Z Fairy move here. It's like other people are saying, it's probably Scarf, and then he got twinked. And I don't remember who that was, but they were so vindicated. So if that was you, I'll leave a comment.
Yeah,
for sure.
Arrow has a Pursuit this gen, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean that was another thing.
So that was a 50-50 with the EQ turn.
Popping out Delphox. Does it? Because like if you get suited, it feels bad, but then that lets in like Guzzlord or something, and you can get to clicking buttons with Guzzlord. I mean, look at Hacker's team; he doesn't have a Dark Resist anymore. So
it is true. It is Banded Arrow, and I think.
Yeah.
I think Forbes knows that as well, or can predict that.
That's
also banded from him as well. Yeah.
32. That side though doesn't have an item. That's interesting. Immediately, I'd be like,
it might be Z. Yeah.
Is that Z move? Yeah, I would go to that. A Hacker's Garbo comes in, starts getting them hazards up, putting a little bit of pressure on that Blastoise to spin, which is a big difference between these two teams because they both have rocks, they'll both have spikes, but Hacker has that Delmise to stop Stoise from spinning. Meanwhile,
itself with no spin blocker.
Emforbes doesn't really have that same spin blocker. But here we have Guzzlord once talking. Okay.
Yeah. So that dynamic of Delmise versus Blastoise, I think now that Hackers equalized on kills and got the hazard lead, that's really what's going to lead to his success this game.
Yeah.
Oh, we see Magma Guy come out, big focus blast.
We've got this
Dragon.
this phasing Guzzlord, but no hazards take advantage of it. So it's just doing a little bit of chip, you know. Yeah, and Hacker's getting it all up.
Meanwhile, this Garbodor has taken the initiative to just get. Oh, wait, did this Garbodor get knocked already? It did, right? Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Had a healing berry, which means that it's not pain split here. Yeah, if he had pain split, he would have clicked it by now, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we see
We're gonna see something funny here.
Garbo
The gunk shot whiff, but however, this miss powers up stomping to get the one shot here. So no spikes for Forbes here.
That's cool. Good miss.
Down, we see Stoys come in. Stoys is an interesting choice because it's like regardless of what mon comes in, you can't spin. So it's like, what are you really even trying to do? Like, is Scalding Delmise, would that have been worth? I don't know.
Well, I think it was decent into everything other than Delmise, and he felt like he had a good Delmise switch in with Guzzlord. It's probably the thought process.
I would normally agree with Guzzlord being a good Delmise switch in if every time Guzzlord switched in, it didn't take 37%. But it does take 37%. So I don't know about all that. It was
the name of the game here is don't lose to Arrow for Hacker.
He'll be fine.
And because of that, he knows that Seismitoad could eat one Stone Edge. He decides to preserve it here.
Mm-hmm. Delmise has long since served its purpose, so just getting a little chipping down the slicks into Toad range maybe is cool. You see Toad come in just for kicks, I guess.
I mean, he comes in before rocks go up. Makes sense, because if you come in after rocks, then you'll die to Stone Edge. So he needs to land his water move here, his pump, and he does, and the Stone Edge whiffs as well. So could have been bad if it went the other way around, but I mean, yeah, nice comeback from Hacker on the turn one, but overall I do think he had the matchup there because of the spinners.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, just Blastoise into Delmise in a Hazard Mirror is just terrible.
Yeah, it's tough.
That Stoise can really do nothing against the hazards, which is what you have him, the entire purpose of having him on the team.
Right.
Meanwhile, Delmise, while also just being a good Stoise answer, can take the opportunity to very consistently remove any spike, any stealth rock in front of that Stoise whenever it wants.
Yo, is this why SM is the greatest generation ever? Because there's no heavy duty boots?
That is true, yeah. Also Megas and Zeros. But yeah, SM is peak mons, bro. What do you want me to tell you? This is the best thing ever.
Also clutch was the Garb taking out the opposing Garb before it got anything up, so it didn't even really have to it didn't have anything to remove at that point, which is pretty clutch.
Did the Delmise reveal synth at all? I don't know if it ever clicked that.
No,
it didn't. Okay. I guess it could have been
has it, but
yeah, I think it should be synth. But if it wasn't synth, then that actually does change the dynamic a little bit, because that makes it not so consistent a swap into Stoise.
They're always synth, right?
It might be a steal move for the Comfy matchup, because you just kind of have Garb. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, Mag, right? He does okay, probably, maybe.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You got Garb, yeah, and maybe Mag if it does enough. I don't know those calcs. I'm not gonna pretend like I do off the top of my head.
And we got one more left, right? One more game?
No, we watched it.
That was the last one? Okay.
Yeah, that was our last game. What are you talking about? The one we watched first.
Gotcha.
Alright. So those were our games for this week. We're gonna get into our review of week 5. Score-wise, yeah. Score-wise, we have a tie between the Rabias and the Fossils. We see the Krabs take it over the Pablos, which I think was not what we predicted. We see my boys, the Steels. We went out over the Glasts. We are not out of this tour yet.
I didn't hear no bell.
I ain't hear no bell. Start out 0-3, but won the last 2 weeks, which is great. You love to see it. See the Fujins.
And we're gonna win the next 2, baby.
Heck yeah. We're not biased at all.
No.
Alright,
so looking back at, we have
over the Dittos as well.
Yeah, we have the Fujins beating the Dittos. looking at these matchups. You see the Bughouse win, I think was important.
Oh,
Sorry,
for sure.
Jensen. Mr. Soup wiped the floor with you as predicted. Sorry, I had to be that way.
I'm sorry I couldn't manifest crits like you did, and I instantly manifested them against me.
I'm not for real though. Shen really was like, "Let me wrap it at you. Know what to do."
I really appreciate you for kind of twisting the dagger in for that. Like, it really feels good, man. Seriously.
You hate to see it.
Again. Don't ever ping me for games again. Seriously.
Oh, he will. He has no shame.
Oyster had a pretty good win versus Dario. I'm seeing that here. I don't think I caught that live, but
oh, nice. Yeah.
That would have been a pretty good matchup, I think. Good to see Oyster get that flip.
Yeah, that's cool to see. Yeah, having that beat Oath, I think that was an important matchup as well, because I think this is one of the more even pairings in this week. You know.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking at names. Yeah, and the Expulso one.
That was the last game of the week, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Expulso, or at least for this set, Expulso BeatsBlack. So that was a win on command for Expulso to win his team of the week, which was very cool.
Yeah. Good job to the Fujins.
Yeah, and Stunner and Toxin Booth getting like the second loss in like history.
Really? I did not know that.
Maybe not in
Toxin's
history.
record is crazy.
Toxin's team tour record is really good. It was like 9-0 or something. Now it's like 10-2 or something.
9-1.
Yeah, it's still really good.
That's very impressive stuff from Stunner.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have the Krabs taking over the Pablos.
This was an important week for the Krabs because like in a very similar situation to Real Steel, our team, they kind of have to do quite a bit of winning to secure themselves a playoff berth right now. Starting with this week, they did really good work.
To me, looking at these names, the big upsets right here are not a huge upset, but Keo Gary Oak is clutch for the Krabs, and then down here, Esterosa taking Real FE. To me, those are the most surprising ones on here.
Same here. Those are definitely the two most surprising games that I saw as well.
Yeah, I get to play Esterosa this week, so that's gonna be interesting.
I want to draw a little attention to the SV games. Actually, the Pablo Chiens won both those sets.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. That I think was pretty hot. He was like 3-1 or something coming into this week or something. So yeah, big momentum break for the Krabs. Brick has not had a great season, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a rough time.
Yes. I hate it because I draw so many parallels to Brick. Because he's the new player in NUCL, slotted in SV1 with not a ton of support other than your other SV slot, which was me last year. So I feel for Brick, but I'm believing in him.
I mean, Brick has very quickly kind of put together a pretty nice resume, I think. I mean, he had a good showing in the Rising Stars, I think, right? I had at least pretty good expectations for him coming into this tour. We'll see if he makes his way back into the lineup later.
Yeah, we hope so. We love Brick. The thing about the Krabs is it seems like every week they should be losing on paper, but they're doing better than they should, like, than you would looking at the names, if that makes sense. So I don't ever really want to count them out.
Yeah, they're on their grind, bro.
Yeah, look at that Moxie.
It's a Keo difference. You can, and I mean that like kind of seriously. You can look at these old gens and you really see the Krabs stepping up in a lot of these slots. Like, who would have thought that Kaboom would be like 5-1 or some nonsense, or 4-1? It's something like that at this point in the season. He's been having a killer tour.
Yeah, you'd love to see it. All right, moving on. We've got the tie between the Rabias and the Fossils. Let's see key games here.
Oh, the Big Tony game! I love it. That was also, by the way, that was the last game in the set, chat. The Big Tony, right?
Oh, really? That's hype.
Down. That was the last game in this set.
Hammer Maris. That seems like a fun matchup, and honestly a little bit of not too much of an upset since they faced off against each other before. But definitely seems like a good matchup to go back and watch.
I love Hammer. I would call that an upset. that's clutch for Hammer.
It's
Hammer
very-
that.
Yeah.
Hammer's great,
Well,
but that's Maris, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Oh,
Hammer
Neymon over
Maris.
Ruffles.
Hammer Maris actually faced off in the NU Cup, RBY NU Cup finals, and Hammer did win, so that's why I can't really call it a full upset, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a little bit of history right there. Good on you, Hammer. Establishing yourself. Yeah, you ain't no pushover. Let him know. Let him know.
That's our boy.
He's the GOAT.
Also, you mentioned the Neomon Ruffles thing. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, interesting matchup. Ruffles has been on kind of his lower tier Oras grind recently.
Yeah.
He's been kind of branching out into a whole bunch of these lower tiers in Oras, and yeah, he's been doing pretty well. But this week, Neomon is doing just a little bit better. So
Yeah, he finally got to play in the fairy gens he wanted, and with that chance, he took it and he ran with it. So
absolutely,
nice dub for him.
Oh, I remember that Kingler Ishtar game. That was a beat. Like, yeah, there was nothing doing in that one. That was really tough for Ishtar. Kingler pulled incredible matchup.
Yeah. I don't know if HR's been having the best tour. I guess I have to go back.
I think he's been struggling. Let me peep actually.
Yeah.
What is the record?
I know they started in Oraz, which was somewhat of a new tier for them. You associate more than with Sun and Moon. And then they've switched and they're playing more Sun and Moon the last couple of weeks. But I would call it an upset.
Yeah, no, Ishtar's had a tough run. So she won her first game and then has since lost. So 1-3 going into week 6.
Yep. I think the Shadow Django game is pretty important here too.
Mhm.
You know, definitely. I mean, Shadow's a great player, you know, but Django's more experienced. And overall, you would think Django. I would normally bowl Django here, but we came out with a tie in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably the ultimate Zoomer versus Boomer
Yeah.
matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of just look at these SV matchups, and from like a name recognition point of view, I mean, like Big T has been doing crazy. Django's been historically very good, so I mean, definitely I'd call that an upset for sure. Good on Shadow.
Yeah. I think we predicted probably, at least I was thinking Rabias were going to win this week, but there's a couple clutches to bring it back to a tie, which is cool.
Yeah.
For the fossils. The fossils are pretty close to being out, aren't they? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. There are a couple teams actually I think that are more or less like actually, yeah, I think the fossils are like actually out at this point. They could pray for 7 points in like a tie break maybe, but their differential is so bad at this point. I don't know if that's like really like a viable thing to happen.
Yeah. They might not technically be out, but they're pretty close. They have to like win.
For all intents and purposes, probably out.
You hate to see it.
And such is life.
All right, moving on. We got the Steel versus Glasts. We took this week again. We are not out. We ain't here. No bell. Come back and win our second week in a row.
Yeah, shout out to Real Steel. I do want to highlight really quickly the black-white game, Batty versus Hellam. It was a great game. We brought Baton Pass Chicken, which is nice, but Hellam made a few very nice plays to legitimately win the game, and then like a wheezing crit him or something. And another black-white moment.
Serp crit the wheezing, and then it was history.
Yeah, that was a very interesting game though. Y'all should check that out if you haven't already. It's actually quite fun. Hellam played very well, but
At Brick, another Combusket enjoyers. You should go watch that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He does like his chicken.
Buskin's so funny. He's just such a funny mod.
Big games here to me: the DDJoe, Shiloh, and the Shengineer. I think those two that stood out to me. Yeah, we watched both of those, but I think they're both important to the overall series.
And Dead by Daylight got his first game of the tour, and he got the dub, so I'm happy for him.
My man's. Yes.
And we're playing him again this week, as you'll see soon.
You'd love to see it. Speaking of matchups this week, we have the Krabs versus the Steels, the Glasts versus the Rabias, the Fossils versus the Fujins, and the Dittos versus the Pablos. Looking first at Krabs versus Steel. Steel's going to 10-0, and the Krabs are going to lose. Moving on.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
A standing look at this. This is a very important set this week. The Krabs right now After clutching up last week, they got 6 points. Steals us. We clutched up last week. We got 4 points. Both teams are right now. They're like 1,000 teams basically in contention for.
Yeah, no one's out yet.
2 through 4 basically.
So,
there are 3 teams tied at 6 points. There are 2 teams at 4. With 2 weeks left, it's very competitive. So this is big must-win territory for Krabs and for Steel, it's legitimately must-win, or else we're just like out. Period. But
If the Krabs win this
Krabs
week, then they're most likely in, right?
Wait. It seems like I'm the only person here who can actually give an honest matchup reveal of this set. Then, isn't that correct?
That is
I
true.
suppose.
Yeah, everyone.
What do you mean you suppose?
Real Steel.
Explain yourself.
No pressure.
We're just because we're all on the real Steel, you know. So.
Alright.
But I do want to say we got Ming in the lineup, which is very nice. Not just a sub, we're playing him in SV now. He gets to play Matthew. That's pretty hype, dude. I like that matchup a lot.
Yes. Battle the
Honestly,
M's.
I can see this going 5-5. Honestly,
But we need the 6 win. We need that 6.
We need this W.
you need the 6. but
None of
I'm
this
not
tie
gonna earn it.
nonsense. JensenDale,
I'm
make
not gonna earn
a
it, you know?
decision.
We have to
Make a
earn it.
decision.
That's true.
Who winning?
You can pick the Krabs. We won't hate you, but we will disagree with you.
I mean, I lean more towards real Steel in the tie, but if that really means a lot to you, but
No pressure.
I think there's a few matchups where this kind of comes down to, which I find really interesting. For one, which it's crazy I'm saying this, but the second SV slot, 5 Matthew versus Ming, I think it comes down to that a good amount. On top of that, this some of the SS games look pretty good, and you guys are gonna have to win out on SS. GSC, that looks like a good matchup, and that also, and the biggest one I think is probably SM Keo versus Hacker. That's going to definitely be a matchup where you guys probably have to win that in order to actually call it a season, you know? So let's see what
Excuse me, how
happens
dare you
there.
dead name him? That is Bench Rider. You will refer to him by his current title.
Look, I'm just giving the honest matchups, okay? You know, that's all I'm trying to do here.
Also, I want to clear Turtle's name. He did not dodge OBB. Okay.
No,
This lineup was of my creation, and I asked Haxmo, who do you want? He's like, I want to face OBB. I want to put him into the dirt. And I said, say no less or say no more. And so I put him in So I put him in SS1. I said, go get him, champ. So we're gonna be prepping him well, and I think he'll perform well.
Yeah, OBB, the gauntlet's been thrown, dog. Gauntlet's been thrown.
Gauntlet's been thrown.
What up?
And then Memphis, just got picked up this week because of a player getting tour banned. Shout out TJ. So he has joined the Krabs on their run here. We'll see if they can get it done.
That's kind of crazy. You pick up this guy and you just immediately throw him into the starting lineup in a must-win league. That's kind of nuts. Nuts.
Hey, you do what you gotta do.
Maybe he's the GOAT. Yeah. We look forward to it. I mean, he's fighting Turk Dog no less. So
Yeah, I'm
Don't-
looking at
don't do the-
5 for this week.
okay, fair enough.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
JensenDale, the centrist, as we all know him.
DBD
I'd like to
playing.
say, yeah.
So DBD playing is in black white is pretty cool. Cool to see. I'm excited about Sir Wings Hubers as well. I think that's potentially be a good game. Excited to watch it. And I guess the Shengineer one's alright.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Batty Kaboom one, because Kaboom has had, again, a tremendous tour so far, and Batty is kind of getting into the swing of things. I think he's strung together wins at this point. I think he's won 2 in a row now, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
believe
not
so.
tripping. Yeah. Yeah, he's got 2 in a row. He's got 2 in a row.
There's a bit of luck involved in that, but
Hey, we take those.
everyone needs a bit of luck when it comes to mons. So
Whenever we
Not
luck
everyone gets
somebody,
it.
that's what our chord says. Hey, yeah,
Just gotta
we take those.
you just gotta put yourself in favorable positions to get luck. You know what I mean?
No.
Black white dog. It's black white. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
All right.
We have the Glasts versus the Rabias.
Who is Hello Akari? All these name changes got my head spinning, bro.
Oh, the rock. Okay. some more context here. I think the Rabias are one of those teams sitting at 6 points, trying to secure themselves a playoff spot at this point. And the Glaciers are at 3 points, and I'm pretty sure they're like the Fossils in a very statistically unfavorable position to make playoffs. So I wonder if we'll see that reflected this week if the Glaciers kind of start to peter out as far as their, like energy levels, enthusiasm for this tour, and if the Cramorabias have the opportunity to explode them. It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Some highlight matches for me. Shiloh Return. That's hype.
Very nice.
That's hype.
Yeah.
River Chungler. That's also hype.
Tira playing ADV this week. And we've seen them mostly be playing SV, right? So
Yeah.
interesting shakeup there.
And Waldorf is Jenga, right?
Yes.
Good old mystery boxes. Yeah. So what do y'all thinking on predicts here? Who do y'all got?
As much as I want the Glaciers to beat the Cramorabias, I think the Cramorabias probably take it 6-4.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I mentioned the motivation thing. I think that really is pretty substantial, and
Yeah, for sure.
I do expect the Rabias to take that and kind of run with it. Had a pretty good time this season too. I mean, they have a couple negative slots that they might be looking to maybe get some momentum as they kind of roll in the playoffs. We mentioned Ishtar being kind of pretty negative before. This might be a good week to try and get a W for her, see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Rabias, I think they should take this.
Yes. All right, moving up, we have the Fossils versus the Fujins. And I just realized I put these logos on the wrong side. Nobody judge me. I might fix it in post. I might not. But remember, this is the Fossils and this is the Fujin.
Okay, this is an interesting matchup too. This is running between the number 1 ranked team in the Fujins right now and the Fossils, who are dead last. The Fujins, I think, have more or less like guaranteed themselves a spot in playoffs.
Yeah.
So they can kind of, they can have some fun if they want to at this point. But they're still coming out with their A game. You don't see any like meme slots, so they
I mean, you look at
in.
their matchup and it strikes terror into the heart.
Absolutely.
This RBY is
I see just a
kinda...
murderer's row of old gens. I see Stariel into Metallica. Havoc Knight I'm not so familiar with, but then you see Zeri, Expulso, Mielke, Mr. Soup. Just murderer's row.
Havoc Knight's good. They've been playing it for a while. They've been doing pretty good in like some ORS tours and stuff. I think these RBY matchups pretty hype because I think both these players are coming off of an upset win, if I'm not mistaken. Playing each other. That'd be cool to see. Plus, we just love Hammer Gaming.
They both have 3 numbers in their name. As a 3-number name myself, I love to see it. You love to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Diamond's back in.
I see Seed in Sword Shield. Has Seed been playing Sword Shield? Or is that a first time thing?
Mostly been Diamonds and Sword Shield, but I think he got a little bit tired of it and wanted to go back to SV.
Yeah.
Oh.
Diamond's BJ should be a good game.
Well, that'll be a great game, yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Plague.
Oh, this is the Seed debut matchup. That'll be fun. And they're playing Stario, so that
It's tough.
Okay.
That is a tough matchup.
Yeah. Hey. It'll be good. It'll be fun. Seed. Go kill him.
Yes. So we're saying Fujins take this one. Right.
Oh yeah, convincingly. I like 8-2, maybe.
Yeah.
It's definitely leaning towards the Fusions for this one. Well, there's some good matchups here. Like, for example, I always like seeing Hammer's games, Talk to PhD BJ versus Diamonds. Gonna be some good games here.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. ADV looks good
Try
too.
to bring Small. I feel like he might. That'd be funny.
All right, moving on to our latch mess up. We have the Dittos versus the Pablos.
There's a big one as far as standings go. Dittos and Pablos again, 2 of those teams at 6 points. Direct competition with the Dittos are at 4. Pablo is at 6. but they're still in direct competition for playoff spot. Will be
Dittos lose this week, they're out basically. So
that'll be
they're fighting for their lives, just like the Real Steel.
Yes.
And then in week 7, the Dittos and the Real Steel will face off. So if they're both still in the running at that point, that matchup will determine who gets in, probably.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There is some really hype
But,
matchup here.
They got this week to get through first, so.
I see Fellyburn versus Lax. That jumps out to me immediately just because I think those two are like just boys from the old days. I think I don't know how much they are still close now, but both of them turbo old. So that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
Bughouse, Gary Oak, another game between two old people.
Dev Win and Oras once again. That's kind of he's the super flex, but I feel like that's the tier we often find him settling in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty good tournament, right?
I know he won in GSC the other week, and that was fun to watch.
I don't know how many games.
He's been 1-1 actually.
How many games?
Devin's just been like he's just been on the bench. Okay.
Yeah.
One.
I think he's played a little bit, but he's been on the bench a lot. Hey, because I remember us giving Slice crap about it. Like, why is he on the bench?
But up against Mutashi this week, that'll be tough for him.
That is tough, yeah. Hopefully it's a real good game, though. Advanced, we got Please versus Real FE. That's kind of hype. Love to see it.
Yeah, very hype.
Oath and ADV is cool, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And also, before we gloss over this, I think objectively, objectively, from like a records perspective, that Tooth or Gandra game should be like highlight of the week. These are both players nursing a bid for being best player overall in this tour. They're both in that running. Toother at 4-1, Gandra at 4-0. I think they took week 4 off. So these are two of the highest wins player in the highest win players in this tour, and they're playing each other. So big matchup.
It's cool to see.
Big matchup there.
I remember I played Gandra in ORSPL, and you could just, it's just one of those times you could just tell, like, okay, they're just really good at the game. I could just feel it when I was playing, so yeah, it's exciting to see.
Some players just kind of exude that aura that you can sense.
You're like, yeah, I didn't have a shot.
I like the way Gandra's been playing too. They've been playing pretty tight games.
Yeah, very
This
good.
entire tour. Uther, I have not seen as many of his games, but I mean he's 4-1, so obviously he's been cooking it up.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking?
He's on 4 win streak. Wow.
What are we predicting to win
Shout out-
this week?
I'm predicting the Dittos 10-0. I think that's a reasonable take to make for this.
Man, this is
We're
tough.
gonna go Pablos here. I'm gonna say Pablos.
You can say
6-4
that.
is too lukewarm of a take. Let's go 7-3 for the Pablos. I think Toxin's plot armor is finally shattered. I think BeatsBlack, he's thought to be the best. Toshi's been having a really great run in DPP though. Give Beats a run for his money. And then I just see a bunch of other players in the Pablo slots, and like they just inspire a ton of confidence. So
I think there's a lot of slots that are really hype games. We talked about Tooth or Gandra. We've talked about Bughouse, Gary, BeatsBlack, Toshi, and like the RBY Toxin, Sadistic Normal. There's a lot of games that look really strong, but the games that where like the name feels a little bit stronger, I feel like the Pablos are winning some of the other games. So I'm gonna agree with Shen and say Pablos take this one.
I'll be a contrarian. I'll say the Dittos are taking this. I'm a big believer in momentum, and both these teams lost last week. So as far as that goes, this is a very hard matchup to call. But I do have just a little more familiar with Dittos players. I will have a little more faith in their side of things.
Yeah, the Dittos are definitely feel more NU, and the Pablos feel more like tour players, but you've got just lots of really strong talent over here. But I mean, talent on both sides, so you love to see it.
You do?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right. Any closing thoughts before we end up this video?
Nope.
I'm excited to see we're getting towards the end of this tour. You know, we're getting to
Very
work.
important week for the majority of the teams here. So
Yeah, we're getting to crunch
it's gonna
time.
be high stakes. Yeah.
Figuring out who's in playoffs and who's not, and the teams we thought were going to be out are not all out. Shout out us, the Steels.
We're hanging in there.
Yeah, a couple teams hang on by a thread.
Shout out to the Dittos as well for that one. You know,
Yeah.
big week for
Yep.
both our teams. So good luck to you guys, and good luck to us for that.
We'll see you next week, bro.
Yeah, we'll see you next
Yeah.
week.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. This has been LessThanThreeMan, JensenDale, Shengineer, and Ming. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more nut. And we'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.
See you.